Party town.
So when did the two of you meet for the first time?
We met, I think, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, before rehearsals, and then we rehearsed for 4 weeks, and then we shot the movie.
And at that point, you had been attached already.
Well, it all started with me going to Warner Brothers, pitching them this idea, this like Bad Boys version of Chips, with me writing, and then hopefully they would let me direct. And then I just knew I wanted Michael Peña to be Ponch. I actually wasn't in it, so I came second. The studio was like, you should play Jon. We'd sign off on that, which shocked me. So I basically sold a movie he was attached to, but I had never met him and he was not attached to it. So then we had to go out for blind date to a restaurant for breakfast, and I had to woo him.
He said, I'm really going to try to convince Warner Brothers to let me write Chips. And they did, because they were like, yeah, we're not doing anything with it, run with it. And then I said, ooh, can I be in it? And he said, yeah, you can play my wife. And then he was writing it, and he was like, I need to talk to you. I don't know if I can offer you this part, because I really need this character to be intensely unlikable. And I just don't think you're intensely unlikable. Which I took as both a compliment and kind of a put down. I was like, I can be unlikable. But thankfully I convinced him to take a chance. But, you know, this is why he's a good director. He said, I have to take into consideration what the audience is coming in with. They know us as a couple. A lot of people seem to root for us as a couple because we love each other. I don't want them to even subconsciously want us together. I want Karen to be villainous. I want you to want to run away from her. I want you to hate her. So I need you to be able to accomplish that. And I'm glad he took a chance on me. And I think Karen is she's pretty much a bitch.
She's a pretty despicable person.
I'm proud of how she turned out.
And you got to work again with Josh Duhamel, who you worked with on When in Rome.
Well, we need it. Yes, Josh did us a huge favor because we were like, okay, Karen's got to be giving a swim lesson to a really hot guy. Do we know any hot guys? Ooh, call Duhamel. Call Duhamel. And thankfully he said yes.
He's just in the phone under hot guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, under hot guy. Hot guy number one.
What we were taking from the TV show were what I thought were the three most important ingredients, which was California, motorcycles, and Jon and Ponch. Those were the things that, as a kid, I loved, right? So I thought if we have those things, now we're free to go, and explore an entirely different world. And I was very nervous. One of our producers created the show, Rick Rosner, and when I gave him this R-rated action comedy, I was like, what is he going to say?
Yeah.
And he loved it. And once he loved it, I didn't really worry about,